Please stand, and gentlemen, remove your caps, and please join us in singing the national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Please be seated. Good afternoon, and welcome to the Kent State University at Geauga and Twinsburg Academic Center's Spring 2024 Commencement Ceremony. I'd like to introduce the members of the platform party. Dr. Peggy Shattuck, Vice President of Regional Campuses and Dean of the College of Applied and Technical Studies. Dr. Robin Deaver, Assistant Dean. Mr. Sam Scafidi, Mayor of Twinsburg. Dr. Molly Wong, Professor and Faculty Council Chair. Professor Paula Beniston, Director of our Associate of Applied Science and Nursing Degree Program. And Professor Melissa Owen, Program Coordinator and Lecturer in our Bachelor of Science in Nursing Degree Program. I'm Angela Spalsbury. I serve as the Dean and Chief Administrative Officer for Kent State University's Geauga campus and Twinsburg Academic Center. It's such a joy to be with you all here today. So let me start by saying a huge congratulations to our graduates. This is the day that we've all been working towards, and I couldn't be prouder of each and every one of you. I know it hasn't been easy. Many of you have been juggling work and studies, and some of you have been balancing family responsibilities on top of everything else. So hats off to you for reaching this incredible milestone. Your success brings immense joy to all of us here, our faculty and staff, your family and friends. And we're just thrilled to be able to celebrate with you here today. Now, you know your graduates did not get here today without a lot of help and support, and we have many people to thank. If you are a parent, grandparent, spouse, child, or significant other of one of our graduates, please stand so that we can recognize the support you've given them. I would also like to ask any veterans in our graduating class and audience to please stand so we can thank you for your service to our country. Lastly, and certainly not least, I want to thank our Geauga campus and Twinsburg Academic Center advisory board members who help us connect to our communities and are great supporters of our students. Advisory board members, please stand so that we can recognize and thank you. Now I would like to present our Friend of the Campus, Distinguished Alumni, and Early Career Achievement Awards. Our Friend of the Campus Award recognizes individuals or organizations who have made significant contributions to Kent State University Geauga and Twinsburg Academic Center. It is my pleasure to share with you that the Rotary Club of Burton Middlefield has been chosen as the recipient of the 2024 Friend of the Campus Award. This award recognizes the Rotary Club's outstanding service and support to our university's mission, its faculty, students, prospective students, and programs. It is for these reasons that the Rotary Club of Burton Middlefield has been chosen as the recipient of the 2024 Friend of the Campus Award. The Burton Middlefield Rotary Club has been giving back to the Geauga County community since 1951. In addition to community services projects such as special needs fishing and the Geauga Jeep Invasion, the group's primary annual fundraising event, the Maple Splash Raffle, raises money to benefit several local nonprofits such as University Hospitals, Geauga County Veterans, and Geauga County Jobs and Family Services. They also award scholarships to Geauga County graduating students, and they recently started an endowed scholarship for nursing students in both the BSN and ADN programs. I'd like to welcome Rotary Club of Burton Middlefield members Jim Dvorak, Carol Cashin, Beverly Goodridge to the stage to receive the award. Our Early Career Achievement Award honors a recent graduate by recognizing outstanding achievement in his or her chosen field, as well as dedication to our campus. This award spotlights future leaders among Kent State alumni who have showed continued commitment to the community and the university. It is my pleasure to announce that Lynetta Rucker has been chosen to receive our 2024 Early Career Achievement Award. Graduating from Paul Mitchell with her cosmetology license in 2018, Lynetta embarked on a journey marked by excellence and ambition. Her pursuit of knowledge led her to earn an Associate of Technical Study degree from the Twinsburg Academic Center in fall of 2020 as one of the first students to benefit from the newly formed partnership between Paul Mitchell and Kent State. But Lynetta's story doesn't stop there. In 2022, Lynetta took the bold step of opening her own beauty supply store, Bella Roots Beauty Supply, a venture born out of her desire to address the lack of access to beauty products specially designed for African American hair. As a Kent State graduate, Lynetta exemplifies the spirit of innovation, resilience, and compassion that defines our institution. Congratulations, Lynetta. Please join me on stage. Next, we will recognize the recipient of the Distinguished Alumni Award. This award honors highly exceptional alumni who have made outstanding contributions in their field of endeavor and who have demonstrated extraordinary service to Kent State Geauga and Twinsburg Academic Center. It is my pleasure to announce that Amy Leiden has been chosen to receive our 2024 Distinguished Alumni Award. Amy attended Kent State Geauga and earned her Bachelor of Integrated Studies degree in 2014. From there, she went on to earn her master's degree in Library and Information Sciences from Kent State University. While earning her degree at Geauga, Amy was a valued member of the custodial staff, and faculty remember her for her strong work ethic and unassuming wit. Amy will soon be celebrating 10 years of serving the community as a librarian at the Geauga County Public Library, where she is the head of adult services at the Chardon branch. Amy's contributions at the library include organizing events such as the annual local author fair and the county-wide summer reading kickoff. She works closely with community organizations to provide public programming, particularly with Geauga Skywalkers Club, an astronomy club geared towards grades 6 through 12. She also works with the Western Reserve Area Agency on Aging to offer technology classes to seniors. Amy's commitment to literacy, education, and community exemplifies the meaning of the Distinguished Alumni Award. Congratulations, Amy. Please join me on stage. Now I would like to recognize those staff and faculty members who were nominated and selected for Staff and Faculty Excellence Awards. Dr. Julie Evie, Assistant Professor of Psychology, is our 2024 Full-Time Faculty Excellence Award winner. Dr. Evie, who herself is an alum of Kent State University's Honors College, has been a part of our faculty since 2018. Since then, she has taught numerous courses on our campus, including general psychology, psychology of aging, and health psychology. Additionally, she serves as a faculty senator, member of the LGBTQ+ Strategic Action Committee, and as an advisor to the Geauga Psychology Club. Dr. Evie is very committed to her students and their success. One of her former students commented that she makes herself available to all students and demonstrates a strong commitment to her students' success. Another student also commented that Dr. Evie has the innate ability to recognize talents in others and cultivate confidence in their skills. She has always guided me without making me feel led, but as if I were meant to walk beside her the whole time. One of her nominees stated that her students love her because she's passionate about her subject. She is empathetic and motivational. She ensures that students can think independently and understand and apply subject matter to their major and other core courses. Dr. Evie is always accessible to her students. Her nurturing persona makes her very approachable, and you can always see students in her office asking for help or just to chat. Her physical presence on campus reflects her dedication to mentoring her students and her commitment to their belonging and success. Dr. Evie, please join me on stage. Next, it is my pleasure to share that Professor Jay Giles is the recipient of our 2024 Part-Time Faculty Excellence Award. Professor Giles is not just a lecturer, but an engaging facilitator of learning. With a talent for explaining complex concepts, he keeps his students captivated, ensuring active participation in every class session. Whether explaining intricate subject matter or soliciting diverse viewpoints, Professor Giles ensures that all student voices are heard and respected. One of his students shared that Professor Giles gave every student a chance to excel. Another added, he gave every student the same opportunity and never left anyone out. Another student shared that the students never felt afraid to ask questions and that Professor Giles kept me on the edge of my seat explaining complicated material while requiring interactive involvement from all students. His dedication extends beyond the classroom, offering optional review sessions and personalized assistance, ensuring every student has the support they need to excel. Professor Giles is dedicated to the success of his students through his commitment to teaching and to our students. Thank you, Professor Giles, for all that you do for our students. Please join me on stage. Our Staff Excellence Award goes to Mary Jo Gortz. Mary Jo is a member of our custodial staff at the Twinsburg Academic Center. Upon coming to our campus, she quickly integrated with our community and became part of our team. She's known by MJ. MJ is a hard worker and dedicated member of our staff. She pays close attention to details and always makes our building aesthetically pleasing. She even decorates the classrooms for holidays, helping to create a positive and fun learning environment. Everyone agrees that MJ is a cheerful and refreshing addition to our campus. She greets everyone with a smile and appears to always be in a good mood. We are lucky to have MJ on our campus. Congratulations, Mary Jo. Please join me on stage. It is now my pleasure to welcome our commencement student speaker, Wayne Nee. Wayne has been an active member of the Geauga Student Nurses Association and currently serves as its president. He is also a member of the Geauga Gardening Club and Sigma Theta Tau, the International Honor Society of Nurses. Wayne is an active student researcher who has conducted various studies investigating the role of vitamin K in the body and later studying a family's role in caring for patients. Wayne is graduating this afternoon with a Bachelor of Science in Nursing degree. Please come on up, Wayne.
Well, thank you, Dean Spilsbury, for the kind words, and your introduction indeed humbles me. I hesitated to come to the stage. I thought you were talking about another student. Before I deliver my remarks, I would like to introduce my honorable guests who are here with us and celebrating with us. the Associate Dean of the College of Nursing at Kent State University, Dr. Koth. Dr. Koth, welcome. And the Interim Associate Dean of Research of the College of Nursing at Kent State University, my nursing research mentor who guided me through my second SURE research project and my honors thesis, Dr. Petranik. Welcome. And our Director of the Office of Student Research, Ms. Ann Goski, whom I view as the mother of all student researchers at Kent State University. She has been guiding and supporting my research studies since the summer of 2021. My research journey at Kent State University will not be the same without her support. And this year, we have 322 students present their scholarship at our research symposium. And Ms. Goski recognizes and notes each scholar's name and field of study, and I'm beyond grateful and blessed to work and study under her leadership. Ms. Goski, welcome. And the president of Delta Xi chapter of Sigma International Honor Society of Nursing, Ms. Lori Robinson. Ms. Robinson, welcome. And our director of the McNair Scholars Program, Mr. Jeffy, who supported me throughout my honors thesis and my research studies. Mr. Jeffy, welcome. And my spiritual leader and elder, Dr. Dawson, senior pastor at Grace Presbyterian Church, and my shepherding elder, Mr. Salinas. We know spiritual care is an important component of the nursing profession. As a BSN student, I am beyond grateful to have loving pastors and brothers and friends who uphold me in their prayers in times of need and stress, especially in the season of nursing exams. Welcome. To our family members, guests, and friends, if you have children or friends who are considering the nursing profession, we have the largest and the best BSN program in Northeast Ohio. We have our leaders and administrators and nursing scientists with us today, and feel free to get connected with them and to get to know more about our BSN, MSN, DNP, and PhD nursing programs. Dean Spilsbury and Dr. Koth and Dr. Petranik, I know this is our graduation ceremony, not a student recruitment event, so I'm not expecting a paycheck from our school for the years of consistent recruitment effort and work. G.K. Chesterton once wrote, "I would maintain that thanks are the highest form of thoughts, and that gratitude is happiness doubled by wonder." I want to thank our institution's leaders, administrators, mentors, and faculty members for their diligence, love, and tender care for all students throughout our journey at Kent State University. Let us give them a round of applause for their dedication and hard work for all students. Today is a special day. We gather together to celebrate the years of dedication, perseverance, and culmination of hard work. A few weeks ago, my program coordinator, Ms. Melissa Owen, reached out to me and asked me to deliver my remarks for the commencement ceremony. And I have been thinking about what I should share with my peers and friends. In reflecting upon my own nursing journey at Kent State University, I think it would be edifying for me to share 3 things for this momentous occasion. First, we need each other in the nursing profession. Nursing is not merely a profession. Rather, it is a calling, a noble calling that requires and demands compassion, science, skills, and commitment to the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual well-being of the community. Nursing is a collaborative effort which needs effective communication, teamwork, and mutual respect. My clinical education, clinical work, and nursing research experience have taught me that it is necessary to embrace the diverse knowledge and wisdom of my professors, mentors, and colleagues, and learn from one another. I still remember my very first and unforgettable clinical experience at University Hospital's Geauga Medical Center. I was assigned to take care of a female patient, and I was unsure if I could enter her room as a male nursing student. So I stood outside of her room and looked at her, and she looked at me, and I looked at her back. And finally, she broke her awkward silence and asked me, "Sir, how can I help you?" After this day, Professor Carrie Myers, the mother of our cohort, would purposefully design our clinical assignment to ensure my colleague, Ms. Rebecca Rindos, who has many years of clinical experience in trauma ICU, would be closer to me on the same side of the hallway if I needed any support. Over the years, I have learned so many nursing skills from Ms. Rindos, and we have maintained a close friendship over the past 3 years. And trust me, no one was traumatized from each other. Although Ms. Rindos helped many scholars, including myself, from our cohort, yet I still scored higher than her on all nursing exams. And she knows that I'm not competitive at all. And second, we need humility in the nursing profession. Growing up under the strict discipline of a Chinese mother taught me some things about humility. I still recall the email that we received from our Pharmacology 1 professor, Mr. James Blackwell, after our first pharmacology exam, stating, quote, "The performance on this exam is historically poor compared to previous semesters." On February 16th, 2022, at 11:47 a.m. And on the way home, I called my mother, and I told her that I got 94% on the first challenging pharmacology exam. This means I only missed 3 questions on the test. And I thought she would either encourage me or at least compliment me on the phone. Her response, however, came as a bolt out of the blue and asked me on the phone, "So, what happened to the other 6%? I thought we disciplined you to always study hard, and clearly you did not study enough." Later, I pondered her words in my heart, and I think she encouraged me to be humble and to always seek opportunities to grow and learn. I strongly believe that nursing is a profession that requires both science and compassion, with nursing knowledge similar to a vast ocean. Being a nursing student at the largest and best BSN program in Northeast Ohio, I am humbled by my research mentors, nursing professors, and peers, and I can always learn new nursing knowledge from lectures, literature readings, and anywhere and everywhere I go in clinical settings. The mother of our profession Florence Nightingale says, "Let us never consider ourselves finished nurses, and we must be learning all of our lives." In the light of ever-evolving nursing field in healthcare, we ought to be humble, to embrace opportunities for continuous nursing education, keep in step with the newest evidence-based practice through nursing research, and seek wisdom that we need in clinical settings from nursing mentors who will guide and inspire us. Lastly, we need hope in the nursing profession. My peers, we will be the advocates for our patients tomorrow, and we need to ensure their voices are heard, their rights are upheld, and their needs are met. However, this is the only beginning of our professional role as a nurse. Nursing is evolving constantly through new discoveries and findings through research. Many nursing policies need to be revised and updated for better patient care outcomes and patient safety. In addition, we have been facing nursing shortage since the pandemic. There is a projected nursing shortage of 78,610 full-time equivalent RNs in 2025, and a shortage of 63,720 full-time equivalent RNs in 2030, according to the U.S. Bureau of Health Workforce. Moreover, there is a real shortage of nursing researchers and faculty, and less than 5% of nurses in the US have PhDs. We will not build a profession without evidence-based practice, literatures, and research. You see, my peers, that we still have a long road to travel. Lastly, I would like to conclude my speech with the wisdom from my late beloved grandfather, who taught me the lesson that suffering produces endurance, and endurance, character. Character, hope. Hope is the confident expectation and desire for something good in the future. It is this hope that carries through many difficulties and challenges easily and makes heavy burdens light. My future colleagues, although we have a long way to go, let us be hopeful in our profession and press on as a united team with the clear vision toward the goal in the future. Congratulations, my peers and future colleagues, and thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. It is now my honor to introduce our commencement speaker, Mayor Sam Scafidi. Sam Scafidi began his academic journey at Geauga County College, where he studied business administration, real estate principles, and real estate law. While his career began in real estate, he soon discovered that his passion was in public service. He has served multiple communities as the Municipal Service Director and Highway Maintenance Director for Summit County Engineers. These experiences led him to pursue a seat on Twinsburg City Council, which he first attained at the age of 28. This marked the beginning of his ongoing public service journey. Over his 20-year tenure on Twinsburg City Council, he proudly championed the transformation of the former Chrysler plant into the bustling Cornerstone Business District Park. In 2022, Mr. Scafidi was chosen as interim mayor for the city of Twinsburg and later elected to the full-time position. In his role as mayor of Twinsburg, he is committed to preserving the high quality of life for both residents and the business community of Twinsburg. He believes that Twinsburg's true great spirit is found in the genuine care, that the community feels for one another and the collective effort they make in supporting their neighbors. He also believes that it's through the partnerships that the City of Twinsburg has with the Cleveland Clinic, University Hospitals, and Kent State University that Twinsburg serves as a beacon of educational opportunities for students from diverse backgrounds, as well as top-notch medical providers for all. Please join me in welcoming Mayor Sam Scafidi as our commencement speaker.
Well, first of all, I've got to say what an exciting day it is for me to be here. I know you're all excited, but I'm excited as well. To be able to stand up here, I would have never believed that I'd be able to stand up here in front of such an esteemed group of people and sit on this stage, as well as all you students and the visitors that we have here today. Good afternoon. It is an honor to be asked to be here today, as I vaguely mentioned a minute ago, but it's such an honor to be here. I want to thank Dean Angela Spalsbury, Becky Gearman. I also want to thank all the students, faculty, and administration for supporting the Twinsburg community. I couldn't do it without you, and I love our relationship, and I think that I hope that it continues for many, many years. You know, I'm going to tell you my story today. That was a little brief look at my story. My story began as a trash collector. I was a garbage man, and I'm going to tell you the story how I went from collecting trash to sitting behind the mayor's desk today. Now, I know that, you know, my story starts in high school. Now, I know that I've got a few years under my belt. You're going to say, this mayor has got quite a few years under his belt, and you're going to start at high school? How long are we going to be here? Don't panic. I'm going to skip a few decades. We'll be good. All right? So I started in high school working summers. I had a summer job working for the city in the service department. And that was a great job. I had all my friends were there. You know, in the summertime, we were out of school. And a lot of us, you know, went and applied for the city, and we got a job. And so I would do things like pick up litter, you know, repair the streets, pick up trash. And we also had fun. We had a lot of fun doing it. We had a good time. So I did that until I graduated high school. And then when I graduated high school, now this was back in the 70s, okay? I had no idea what I wanted to do. I didn't know which direction I was going in. So I decided, well, there was a position open full-time in this same service department. It was the city of Bedford Heights, actually. So there was a position open, and I applied for it, and I got it. So I started a full-time career in trash collection. And in those days, it would pay $2.60 an hour, which I thought that was good. I was making good money back then. So I continued that job, and I did that for a few years. And first of all, I want to say, shout out to anybody that's in the service department that does that kind of work, that collects trash. I mean, that's a necessary job, and they do a great job for all of us. And I would never belittle their career or what they're doing. I used to do that. But it just didn't seem like it was right for me. I wasn't happy there. I think I needed more. So I decided to, while I was still working there, I went to college. I went to Tri-C, and I took business courses. I thought, well, I'm going to head on a business career. At the same time, I took these real estate classes for the principles of real estate and real estate law. Well, taking real estate, I thought, this is an opportunity. I went to Columbus, I got my license, and I thought, all right, I'm going to give real estate a hand. So I was doing it part-time, and I was doing well. I did well. I didn't even know that I could sell anything. I never sold anything. And here I was, like 18, 19 years old, and I'm trying to sell homes for people that are, you know, making probably one of the biggest investments that they'll ever make in their life. And that, first of all, I knew that I needed to have them trust me. Once they would trust me, then it was up to me to kick in gear and take over with everything that I had learned, everything that I knew, and sell their home or list their home or have them purchase a home. And I had to direct them. I had to direct them in the right way because they're signing contracts, they're obligating themselves. So I did that. Well, this real estate really started to take off for me. So I thought I could do this. This is where I'm headed. I'm going full-time into real estate. So I quit the city job and I went into real estate, dressed up in a suit and tie every day and, way opposed to my Cintas uniform. I just made this transition and I went into real estate. Well, I was doing very well back then. My first year, I started to make some really good money full-time. I had time to dedicate myself to the career. And I went from $2.60 an hour to $17 an hour. So that was a big boost for me. I thought, wow, this is good money, and I'm doing this, and people trust me, and I could pull this off. So I did it. I continued to do the job. And then when I was making this money, I'm, again, 20 years old, and I thought, well, now it's time for me to start showing what I do. So I went out and bought myself a brand new car. I bought a brand new Cadillac Coupe de Ville. It was a white Cadillac, and back then, there were those long ones. I bought a Coupe de Ville, and it was white, and it had a white, some of you won't even know what a Landau top is. Some of you will. And I had a white Landau top, and it had chocolate brown velour interior, okay? I was like the coolest guy amongst my friends and in my neighborhood. They thought that was awesome. And that showed my success. But it also showed my clients and my customers that you're not just going out to look at a home with somebody that, this guy's successful, okay? And that was really my point. So I did that for a while until the market started to go down. The real estate rates, home rates, loan rates started climbing and climbing. And before you know it, my business started to dwindle. It started to slow down. People weren't buying, people weren't selling. And I thought, geez, did I make a mistake? All of a sudden now that trash job is not looking so bad because I've got a car payment and I was working my way through this. It was at that point that I heard about my Lord, Jesus Christ. And I became a Christian, okay? And so I needed that. That was just what I needed at that time. And I learned that I don't know what my future holds, but I know who holds my future. And it was him. He was holding my future. And to be honest with you, since that day, I've been guided by God's grace ever since. And that's how the rest of my story goes, okay? Thank you. So another position came available to me by the grace of God, and it was working for a company called Waste Management. I'm sure some of you are familiar with that. They're the dumpster service company. But this time it wasn't to pick up garbage, it was to be in the sales department. And I thought, I can sell, I know I can do this. So I went to Waste Management, I applied, and I got the job as a sales rep for them. And I would go out to businesses, and I'm helping companies, learn how to get rid of their trash and give them a decent price and, what they needed, what would fit their needs, and so on and so forth. So I did that for quite some time. Well, it didn't take long. It was about a year and a half in. They approached me, and they said, we need a division sales manager here in the city of Cleveland. And we want to know if you're interested. We think you're our guy. We think that you can do the job. You can do this. So, of course, I took it. By the grace of God, I took it. I says, well, this is where I'm going now. I let him lead me, and I heard this little voice in my head, and I said, okay, well, this is where I'm supposed to go. So I went that way, and that turned out to be a really good career for me. It turned out really nice. But I missed involvement in my community. As you know, in Bedford Heights, that had been my involvement for a long time. So I missed being involved in community. I missed being involved in the development of the community or just in the service to the community or the service to the residents, my neighbors, my friends that I knew where I lived. So I did miss that. So I get a call from one of my friend's dads who was a councilman in Bedford Heights at the time. He calls me up and said, hey, can you come over? I said, sure, I come over. And he says, it was almost election time. He says, we've got 3 seats open on city council. And he says, they're all the at-large seats, which means citywide. And we're gonna run a slate. So there's 2 of us, and what happens when you run a slate? You run together. So the 3 people were gonna run together. He said, Sam, I know you, I've known you since you were a kid. I used to hang out with his son. Friday nights were our night. His son and I, Joe, we used to go out and we hung out at the Holiday Inn on Rockside in 77. We had a blast. Anyway, so we went out there, and so I would hang around with him and we had a really good time going out. But back to his dad. So he says, you could do this. And I says, well, I don't even know what a councilman does. What does a councilman do? And so he explained it to me, and I walked out of there and I thought, I still don't know what a councilman does, but all right, I'll try it. So I go ahead and I sign up for it and I turn my petitions in and everything. Well, I got cold feet. And I went back to him a little while later and I said, a few weeks later, I said, I don't want to do this. I'm going to back out. He said, I'm sorry, but it's too late. Your name's already on the ballot, so there's no backing out of this. You are running for city council. And I thought, okay. What really made me nervous is there were 6 of us running for 3 seats. And so there was going to be 3 winners and 3 losers. And I thought, now all the other guys, mind you, I'm in my mid-20s now. All the other guys were like older. They were the dads of the community. They were the pillars of the community. They belonged to the church men's club. They belonged to the Democratic club, to the Republican club. I was nobody. I was one of the garbage men at one time. So I really didn't know that I'd win. Well, election night comes and I won a seat. Nobody was more than surprised than I was. I said, okay, well, now I'm elected. What do I do now? So I had to go back to my friend's dad. I said, okay, now what do I do? Anyway, that started my career in elected. I was elected at the age of 28 years old. And then after that, I was elected 2 other consecutive. So I had 3 consecutive 4-year terms that I won there in the city of Bedford Heights. And my heart was really there. I knew that this was something that, this is where I belonged. But council's a part-time position, so I was doing it part-time. Then I knew that I gave that a long run with city council. After 10 years, the mayor at the time, he approached me and he said, Sam, our director of public works has cancer. And so I don't know how long he's going to stay. I don't know if he wants to retire and, whatever he's going to do. But, I want a succession plan. And we have a position open as the assistant director of public works. He says, I'd like to put you in that position. He says, but you'll have to give up your council seat. And again, I thought about that and I thought, well, Lord, here we go again. And I got another opportunities coming along and I'm going to take it. So I took it. I resigned my seat. So I served 10 years in Bedford Heights and then I became the assistant director of public works. Within a year and a half, the director retired and I became the director. And that started my career in being the service director or public works director for the communities. I stayed on there for quite some time, for about 10 years. And after 10 years, I thought, all right, I knew of another position that was available, and that was working for the Summit County Engineer's Office. And this was big. It was a lot bigger than my community, but it was basically the same type job. They called it the Highway Superintendent or Highway Public Works Director. So I was in charge of all the highways in the Summit County area, okay, within the area. And that was, I did that job and I moved over there, that was another great career that I had, or a great time that I spent there. But again, I missed working for my own city. I'm out there, I'm working for the county, but I'm not working for my city. So back in the late 90s, I moved to Twinsburg. And after 1 year in Twinsburg, I ran for city council there. And I lost the first time. I lost that race. I waited till the next seat came open and I ran and I won that seat. So I became a councilman in the city of Twinsburg. I served on city council in Twinsburg for 20 years. I won, 4-year consecutive terms for 5 times. So that really was a great thing for me because I was working for the county, I had my part-time job with the city, and I was doing what I wanted to do. I was kind of doing both things. 12 years into that 20-year stint that I spent in Twinsburg, the mayor at the time decided she was going to retire. So I was the president of city council. Actually, I wasn't at that point, but she was going to retire, and I wanted to run for mayor because I knew after all these years and doing what I do and being in the career that I was in that I wanted to be the mayor. So I thought, I'm going to run for mayor. Well, as fate would have it, I wound up having a heart condition myself. So I wound up going in and I had heart surgery just at the same time that I had to make this decision whether I'm going to do that. And just to all of you that are in going into the nursing profession, I just want my hats off to you because if it weren't for my doctors and all the nurses that took care of me, I wouldn't be standing here today. They did a great job. So thank you for all of you that are going into nursing. I appreciate each and every one of you. So I So I didn't run. I thought, I heard him telling me, Sam, this is not your time. You're not ready for this yet. You've got this going on. You're not going to run. You're not going to be the mayor. I said, okay. But I never gave up that ambition. And so just when I thought it was over, I believe God says, no, it's not. This is my plan for you. The mayor at the time in Twinsburg decided that he was going to move on. His term was still going on. He applied for a position down in Florida, on one of the islands, one of the Keys, as the city manager, and he got the job. He called me up. He called me on a Monday. He says, "Hey, I'm in Florida." I go, "Okay, what's going on?" He says, "I'm down here. I'm interviewing for a job, and the interview is going to be on YouTube today, and you can watch it if you want." He says, "But I'm pretty sure I'm going to get the job. Are you ready?" I said, "Am I ready?" I said, "Yeah, I'm ready. I've been ready. I've been waiting for this for a long time." So I watched the interview, and they hired him right on the spot as I watched the interview. And I said, I closed my computer and I said, "Lord, you never cease to amaze me. You knew my heart. You knew where I wanted to go. You knew what suited me best. And I've followed you all these years. And so I'm going to follow you once again and give up my job. And I'm going to, give up city council to go ahead and be appointed to the mayor's position." I was appointed. But it was only for a year because I had to just fulfill his term. So who knew? It could have been for a year and then I could have been out. But in that year, I ran then for the 4-year term and I won. And so I'm serving my first year of the 4-year term as the mayor of the city. I'm in my second year now because I served his year, and then now I'm serving my first year on my term. So, I just have to say that I think all of you have an advantage here today because you knew what you wanted to do. You knew the direction that you wanted to go in, and you chose to do that. And you went to school, you went to college, you studied for it, and in a little while you're going to walk across the stage and receive your diploma, get your degree. And I think that I can only tell you that persevere, continue to do whoever you believe in, whatever you believe in what they're telling you, believe in what your heart says, continue to do the best you can. As you know, throughout the years, I went forward, I had some setbacks, but I never gave up. You just can't give up. Continue to move forward, and you will continue to follow your heart and do what's in your heart, and you will be successful. You'll be successful at whatever you try to do. We can do that. So I just want to tell you that I really, my hat's off to all of you that are graduating today, that you knew what you wanted to do and you went after it and you're doing it. And I applaud you. So to finish this up, I just want to say this is my story, but it's his glory. And he's done it for me and I followed it. But today starts your story. So go out there and live your story, make your story. You can do that and go out there and make a difference in what you do. Congratulations to all of you. Thank you again.
Thank you, Mayor Scafidi. When your program is called, will the candidates for that degree please stand and remain standing? Candidate for the Associate of Applied Business. Candidates for the Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Candidate for the Associate of Science. Candidate for the Associate of Technical Study. Candidate for the Bachelor of Arts in Psychology. Candidate for the Bachelor of Integrative Studies. candidates for the Bachelor of Science in Information Technology. Candidate for the Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Dean Salisbury, on behalf of the faculty in the Geauga campus and the Twinsburg Academic Center of Kent State University, and representing the faculty of the Kent campus, I am pleased to certify the candidates for the associate and bachelor's degree in their respective programs. These candidates have satisfied all requirements for the listed degrees as determined by their academic departments.
Under the laws of the state of Ohio and by designation from the Kent State University Board of Trustees, I confer upon you the degree for which you have been certified, admitting you to all of the rights and privileges throughout the world that pertain to those degrees. As your name is read by Assistant Dean Dr. Robin Deaver, please come forward to receive your diploma.
The following students have earned an Associate of Applied Business. Isabella Joyce Ward. Andrew Wickert, who is also earning an Associate of Science. Interim Program Director Paula Beniston, please join Dean Salisbury. The following students have earned an Associate of Applied Science in Nursing. Aya Abukalad. Natalia Battle. Marinda Blanton. Tiffany Bontrager. Dominique Baye. Autumn Caudill. Sarah Chandler. Latrice Davis. Christine Rose DeLeon. Veronica Diaz. Angela Dismuke. Adeline Gould. Ashley Harris. Samantha Hartz Rudolph. Jillian Hersig. Davia Hill. Jackie Jardin. Harmon Cower. Joanna Kazadi Abe. Cyan Ketavong. Corey Kowalczyk. Jessica Latine. Rashe Maju. William McCartney. Hannah Merton. Felicia Moss. Mireille Mugongo. Danielle Pusker. Mackenzie Schultz. Hannah Sorrell. Paul Tasik. Charles Taswell. Devon Trumbull. Nicole Turek. Jessica Urbanowitz. The following student has earned an Associate of Science, Melinda Collins. The following student has earned an Associate of Technical Study, Jaya Jordan. The following student has earned a Bachelor of Arts in Psychology, Heather Thrush. The following students have earned a Bachelor of Science in Information Technology, Tabitha Blankenship. Rachel Jenisek. Aiden Mann. Program Coordinator Melissa Owen, will you please join Dean Spalsbury? The following students have earned a Bachelor of Science in Nursing. Lydia Bowling. Megan Copeland. Sydney Eggleston. Stephanie McConnell. Wayne Nee. Rebecca Rendos. Rachel Ritalik. Kylie Stalzer.
Thank you, Dr. Deaver. Graduates, please stand. My sincerest congratulations to all of you. Now for the moment you've been waiting for. You may now move your tassels from the right side to the left side of your mortar boards. I want to congratulate all of you once again for reaching this major milestone. I know I can speak for all of our faculty and staff in saying that it has been an honor and a true privilege to serve and educate you. We wish you continued success coupled with good health and much happiness. Congratulations again to our graduates. Now I ask everyone to join us in singing the Alma Mater.
From the beauty land Ohio comes a universal praise. 'Tis the song of Alma Mater that her sons and daughters raise. 'Tis a hail to Kent forever on the Geauga shore. Now we join the loving thousands as they sing it o'er and more. Hail to thee, our alma mater, oh, how beautiful thou art. High enthroned upon the hilltop, reigning over every heart.
You may sit. Students, please remain in your row until it is released.